All right, hello and welcome everyone. Those of you tuning in bright and early, I greatly appreciate you as always. I'm sorry we're a little late tonight. I got wrapped up into something that took me way longer than I expected and wanted it to finish everything up. But I'm excited to be getting back into more Three Houses tonight. We kind of did a lot of story last episode, and we don't remember. Um, and I was like very drawn into the story that I was like, let's just keep going. And sure enough, we did. Um, it actually really, I think that night where we played, it really inspired me. Thank you, 13, for the lurk. I do appreciate it. It means a lot. It helps out a lot. Um, it really inspired me to just go back to my playthrough and work on my supports, my personal supports. So I maxed out, I finished up everyone's supports that night. Like, I think I stayed up that entire night. Um, and I finished up everyone's supports that I could so far, and pretty much got us to the next section. So now I have to go back through everyone, watch all their supports, and then then I'll be able to move on again, watch everyone's supports, then level them up again, and then be able to move on. Hopefully, that is what I'm hoping for. But that being said, I hope you guys are excited as well for some more Fire Emblem tonight. Because I definitely am. Because I wanted to get into more of the story last episode, and I didn't. I mean, not last episode. I wanted to get into more of this main story on my personal playthrough and kind of get to the point where we'll finish the game. Like, I'll finish my personal save, and then maybe we can play New Game Plus off of my personal save. And then we can have access to things like online and whatnot. Not like stuff would be too important, but just access to certain things. I think it would be a good idea overall. Um, and in fact, like after we finish Black Eagles, like I don't know how much left of the game we have. I may talk to Grim since Grim knows about it a good bit. Um, but finish up the game, work on my personal save, and then figure it out from there. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Figure out when we'll be playing again, but we'll probably be starting a different game. Well, we definitely will be starting a different game once we finish Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's quite possible that we will be finishing Legend of Dragoon this week too. I was looking over how the schedule. I looked over the table of contents for Legend of Dragoon this week. Possible that we can finish the game very, very soon. I am kind of excited about that, in all honesty. I don't know if we'll finish Fire Emblem and Legend of Dragoon at the same time. Uh, I think if we don't finish Legend of Dragoon this week, we will finish it next week, which will also be quite exciting and a lot of fun. Ask me if you'll give me a minute. I will catch back up on chat. I'm just kind of like a little out of it today. Today felt long. I didn't do much today, but today felt long. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. It is Monday after all, I suppose. But I'm excited to get back into more of the story of Fire Emblem Three Houses. I think it'll just be a nice, fun, and cool time overall. You guys are kind of thinking the same as me. But thank you, Cora, for the lurk. I do appreciate it. I'm doing all right over here. Thank you for asking. Today felt long, but it's spring and almost. Geez. I feel like it's either like super cold or it's really, really fucking hot. Like right now, I feel really warm. Doing all right over here, Cora. How are you doing? We're doing well tonight. Go ahead and get to the game. I had to swap over my controllers, which is why we're on this screen. Kind of what happens when you play Fire Emblem till like 5 in the morning. On your personal save, we're grinding up sports. Don't do that, kids. Welcome in, Wife Mintsuki. It's nice to see and have you here. How are you doing tonight? Alright. I think we can get into the game. We don't have a teaser trailer or anything to show. I'm still kind of like not used to not showing off a teaser trailer and waiting to be able to show it off. I realized on the day of the VOD we didn't show off the reveal trailer. If I didn't post it in the Discord, learning from watching you has helped me enjoy it after you had to restart. Well, I'm glad that I was able to help. I wouldn't say I'm anywhere near an expert, especially if you're playing casual. Not if you're playing on anything but casual, but I think I kind of know some things pretty well. I'm like still just taken aback of everything right now. Lyconius! So much for the raid, my dear friend. How was Stardew? I saw you were playing Stardew. Let's get a shout out for our dear friend Lyconius. If you haven't checked him out already, definitely go check him out. Dear friend of ours, cool guy, does a lot of Stardew. I did see him play a few Final Fantasy games. You'll have a good time over there. Kind of similar vibes and what we try to do. How was stream, Lyconius? And for those of you who may or may not know me, I am Icewolf, bit of variety streamer over here. We play a lot of old school RPGs as well. There's not a whole lot we won't play. The big shout out for Lyconius. Thank you again for the raid. I do appreciate it. Means a lot, helps out a lot. Not something you had to do. And if you do need to run and lurk, or even just run off, totally feel free to do so. Make sure you take care of yourself and all that good stuff. Do appreciate you swinging over, bringing your lovely community over. Definitely sit back, relax, get cozy as we get ready to play some more Fire Emblem Three Houses tonight. Welcome in, Lycan Mom. Welcome in, Lyconius, and welcome in, Pig. It is nice to see and have you all here tonight. Hope everyone is having a lovely day so far. Alright, where did we kind of leave off? We had some support. Oh yeah, we have a lot of support conversations to go over right now. Let's definitely get into that. Yeah, everyone will have support conversations with each other right now, which is actually really exciting. How's Three Houses treating me tonight? I'm really excited to get back into it. Because last episode we had so much plot, and if you can't tell, we've had a little bit of a time skip, so it's very exciting. There will be a lot of spoilers from here on out, so if you are trying to play blind, definitely understand if you want to keep yourself blind and need to walk away as well. I know I tried very hard to keep myself blind for the rest of the game. So, get into that.
And that concludes my report.
Hubert and Edelgard.
Hubert, I can't shake the feeling that you're keeping more secrets from me.
That does sound like Hubert.
I have told you before, there are secrets even I am unwilling to share.
I'm glad that your stream went well, though, Lyconius. And today has been alright so far. Long day, but overall alright. A little sleepy.
I remember. However, I am the Emperor now.
That is true.
If the Minister of the Imperial Household does not obey his orders, I have the right to execute him.
I fear you have misunderstood me, Your Majesty. It is true that I am officially your minister, but such titles are of little significance to me. I serve you purely out of personal devotion. Perhaps there was a time when I served the Imperial line due to my duty as a member of House Vestra. But since you returned from the kingdom, my loyalty has been to you alone.
I see. Then you are unwilling to obey my orders as Emperor?
Correct. If you prefer to treat this formally, then charge me with a crime. I will gladly offer up my neck to the executioner.
You are a very interesting man, Hubert. You cleared out? What do you mean by that, Tig?
You know I would never do such a thing, and that I pay no heed to the title you bear. It is your own presence and capabilities that I value so highly, Hubert. Titles are meaningless next to such things. Our families have no bearing on this matter, nor does the Empire itself.
In that case, Lady Edelgard, I ask you to turn a blind eye to my secrets.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. My mistake.
They're trifles, beneath your notice. Best I handle them alone. You should focus on the path ahead of you. The Scarlet Path I have carefully prepared.
That's nice of him. I don't keep on top of my request queue, like at all. Only when I need to go refund stuff.
Whether that path is red with blood is not something you need trouble yourself over.
Ara wanted to do it for a while, but then she got overwhelmed, and I told her she didn't have to do it. She volunteered to do it in the first place, and I was like, you don't have to. She's so sweet. I love Ara.
As Emperor, I'm obliged to accept that answer. However, as your friend, it irritates me to no end.
Aw, she considers him a friend.
You speak often of painting the path I walk, yet you do so in secret. I am the one you serve, but you refuse to let me in. I trust you, Hubert, and that is precisely why I want to know everything. Your secret hopes and burdens, all of it.
She really does care.
If I'm truly the center of your world, then I wish you would trust me as well as I trust you.
She does make a good point.
Very well. You have me beaten. I will tell you as much as I am able. From the assassins I've eliminated, to the gold I've spent on bribes, to the identity of the one I love.
Wait a moment. Are you saying you have romantic feelings for someone?
Yes. That is the one secret I had particularly hoped to keep from you.
Oh, that's utter nonsense. You can't possibly keep something so fascinating from me. Who is it?
Edelgard, it's you.
It is you, Lady Edelgard. Did you ever really doubt?
Hubert, you never cease to surprise me.
Weren't actually working? Ugh, I hate when that happens. Redeems are so broken sometimes. So that is all the supports with Hubert and Edelgard.
Standing tall, I see.
Edelgard, hello. What do you think of this horse? An equine marvel, no? Look how intelligent he is. You can see it in his face. Certainly much smarter than your horse.
Oh, what a lovely bloom.
Behold, Edelgard. Do you see this blood-red bloom? This is much more impressive than the pale little sprigs you have there. And, as I'm sure you know, redness symbolizes courage and strength.
Ferdinand, stop.
Oh, she's getting pissed.
I can't believe you're wasting my time with a petty one-sided rivalry.
What are you complaining about? You told me not to publish my pamphlet, and I complied.
I've had enough of your foolish antics. Very well. I will grant you the duel you so desperately desire. But when I win, you must forfeit the right to bother me with your ridiculousness. Forever. Do we have a deal?
Ah, so you'll fight me after all? Wonderful. To battle then! All right, Edelgard. Have at me!
Sometimes they don't change much. Yeah. Well, I guess, to be fair, 5 years really isn't that long.
As you wish.
Some people can change a lot in 5 years, other people won't. It also just depends on the type of person.
It only took you one blow? How?
I can't afford to hold back against an opponent like you. I led with my fastest, strongest strike.
That's a good idea.
Fastest and strongest? You're just flattering me. I have been defeated. Utterly. I cannot believe I was foolish enough to challenge such a plainly superior opponent.
The difference in our skill level is not so great as all that. If you had taken the first strike, you might have won. That's why I didn't give you the chance.
Oh.
I do not think talent is what separates us so much as readiness. I had not the faintest idea of what to expect from a real duel. I was playing, but you were not. That such an ill-prepared noble would think to challenge you? It is laughable.
Ferdinand.
Oh. More supports. Linhart A. And then we'll have A+.
These structures were built more than 1,000 years ago and still remain. Amazing. Most interesting, there's a pattern to the saints' emblems carved into each of the sarcophagi. Here, you'll see if you come take a look.
Perhaps another time. Right now, I have something to discuss with you.
Is that so?
You've said before that you don't care about the usefulness of your research. After giving it some thought, I decided that I'd like to create an institution for crest and relic research, and I'd like for you to lead it.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
All you would need to do is carry out whatever research you like. Somebody else will decide how to make use of your findings.
That's pretty smart, especially knowing Linhart.
What do you think? I imagine such an environment would suit you quite well.
But he's gonna say no.
Let's be clear that I have my reservations, but I suppose I'll take you up on your offer, if you insist.
It'd be
I'm not
nice.
sure if it's a good idea. If my research dries up, you'll be stuck with a worthless institute.
No.
I do hope you understand that, Your Majesty.
I don't think it'll be worthless and dried up.
Why are you skeptical about my proposal?
It's because all I've ever cared about is following my own curiosity, wherever it takes me.
So she'll just have you research whatever the hell you want.
Being head of some institution and researching as part of an organized team sounds like no fun at all. At that point, it's not research, it's just a job, and one I've been practically forced into at that. However, since I know you've put a lot of effort into preparing this opportunity for me, and since I like you well enough, I will begrudgingly take you up on the offer.
Well then, I suppose I should be grateful. But I'll be honest. I see little point in bringing you on board if you're so troubled by the idea.
She brings up a fair point.
Let's put this idea on hold for the moment. I'll figure something out for you by war's end. I have great respect for your talent, Linhart. I'm certain I can find a way to make use of it that's to your liking.
Here's to hoping. Support level A. Alright. Caspar and Edelgard's final support.
Huh? What's wrong, Edelgard?
Why do you ask?
You always look at me funny, but right now you're looking at me more normal.
You can seem rather oblivious, but then you go and shock me with your keen insight.
Whoa, that's a little harsh.
Is it? You only have yourself to blame for the reputation. As for me, I've always thought of you as something of a victim.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, you're a victim of Fodlan's antiquated system of nobility. You're skilled and you work hard, yet you still play second fiddle to your less capable older brother. Even still, you fight on, not allowing yourself to be discouraged by it all.
Caspar's a good man.
People like you help to fuel my fire. If I can only smash this rotten system, I could save you.
Yeah.
You've always got a whole lot to say about your grand plans for the future.
I've realized
shit.
that I was wrong about you. Just hear me out. I've realized that I was wrong about you. I can now see that you've found a way to live the life you want to live. Simply put, you love working hard, and you love training. You don't know the meaning of surrender. I never thought such a genuine person could really exist.
That's a lot to take in. You're not too far off, though. I try to live life the way I want to. I wasn't that way when we first met, but I've changed since then. Nowadays, what you see is what you get.
It doesn't matter that you have burdens to bear. Despite that, you never stray from your path. You don't let anything tie you down. I can hardly imagine a life like that. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous.
Well, I don't think I could live the way you do, but I admire you for sticking to it. You never let your burdens get you down. You try to push through them instead. If I'm being honest, I changed my mind about you a while back.
Aww.
Is that so?
You can be real critical of yourself, and you admit it when you make a mistake.
I know I'm real critical of myself.
That's true. I certainly make mistakes, but I feel it's important to own up to them.
I probably make twice as many mistakes as you, but I don't notice half of them.
This is no laughing matter, Caspar. Then again, that's part of how you choose to live as well, isn't it?
That it is. But it doesn't change what I promised before. I'm gonna keep fighting for you, Edelgard. Even
Yeah.
if we don't live our lives the same way, I'll help cut a path through so you can follow safely behind.
Casper, you're sweet.
I don't doubt it. The future is ours, Caspar. I'm counting on you to help clear the way.
This is probably going to be a more dialogue and support heavy episode because look at how many we have with everyone. Not that this is a problem, it's just it's definitely going to be one of those episodes. Bright side is when I go to grind up supports again, I won't have to worry about as many for some people. Like I'll have to worry about Linhardt, Ferdinand with Edelgard, and like I'll also have to worry about myself. But like for Bernadetta and Dorothea, Petra, they're done. Hanneman, like we've done a lot of the support grinding. We've done pretty good with that overall, I think.
Gardening with you is a lot of fun, Lady Edelgard.
I feel the same. You know so much about it, Bernadetta.
I looked after flowers a lot back home. I like them. They don't talk, they don't get angry, they don't hit you. And they're sweet.
They are sweet. Unlike people, they can all be trusted on sight.
That is true.
You're sweet too, Lady Edelgard. I mean, not sweet, but, you know what I mean. You can talk or even get angry all you want.
Well, I'll strive to avoid getting angry.
You're really kind. I'm less scared of you than I used to be. Most nobles are terrifying. I've had lots of bad experiences with them. But getting the chance to talk to you like this makes me glad I came to the monastery.
Aww.
I'm glad too. I had heard rumors about the reclusive daughter of House Varley, but you're nothing like I imagined.
Rumors? About me? Just pretend you didn't hear anything.
Aww.
There's no need to be embarrassed. Rumors are meaningless. All that matters is the truth.
That is true.
You're right. I'm not really a recluse now anyway. Not since I came to the monastery.
You were at the start, but you came a lot better.
I won't let the rumors bother me.
I'm happy to hear it. Actually, I should thank you.
Thank me? What for? Wait, do you mean you need to thank me for all the times I've made you mad? You do, don't you?
That mind of yours. No, I mean the grateful sort of thanks. Before I met you, I was more prone to anger, but now I've changed in that regard. So, thank you for that. Oh, I suppose you're not listening.
Oh,
Love Bernadetta. Welcome in, Zeph. It's nice to see and have you here.
It's okay, Bernadetta. I'm thanking you, not attacking you.
Oh, I jumped to conclusions again, didn't I?
They just need a hug.
You did, yes. But don't worry about it. Enough talk, don't you think? Let's take care of these sweet little plants.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Bernadetta, I hope you'll keep spending time with me.
Of course I will. Hey, look! This flower's just about ready to bloom.
So it is. I can't wait to see its true colors.
Gifting you with your presence. Well, thank you, Zeph. I hope work wasn't too bad today. I am curious to see what everyone kind of looks like. Okay, so that is just their default outfits. Because they look a lot different. Okay, so their like default outfits kind of like more suit their like normal classes. That's very interesting. I kind of like that in a way. Like what they would like normally go down is what I'm saying. Like, I mean, maybe their outfits change depending on like how you spec them. I'm kind of intrigued now. Curious to see. See if their outfits do change depending on what you level them up in. But I'm not that worried about it. Maybe I'll like look it up or something. Back to supports. We still got a lot.
Hey, 80, take a look at this. I received it as a gift.
Isn't a bunch of variation? Yeah.
It was sent from... I don't remember. Anyway, the point is...
Dorothea, when you receive a gift, don't you think you should try to remember who it's from?
You're right. That's a little thoughtless of me.
What's gotten into you lately? You seem mostly uninterested in the various suitors throwing themselves at you. Is something on your mind?
Oh, don't worry about me. Everything's fine. I'm just finding it difficult to care about chasing after love as much as I used to.
Do you have any idea why?
Well, I do have an inkling.
Oh?
You seem reluctant to tell me. Is it somehow my fault?
No, nothing like that. Okay, I suppose you're not completely wrong, but...
How do you mean? Please, just say what's on your mind.
When the two of us are together, talking like this, somehow I don't feel like I care about my troubles with love anymore. So it's fine.
There's nothing wrong with that, of course. But it seems we should get to the bottom of such a drastic change. Maybe we can figure it out if we just...
80, I'm telling you, I'm fine. If you push me any further, I'll write an opera about you. I'll do it right here and now.
She still does the wink.
And then I'll sing it in your face.
Settle down, Dorothea. I can take a hint. If you insist, I'll drop the subject. Whatever you do, don't write more opera lines about me. My cheeks are probably still red from your last performance.
Well, I can't promise anything. But if I try real hard, by the time the war is over, I might just have an opera written, starring you.
Aww.
No need to worry though, 80. I'll be fabulous as you. A performance they'll rave about for years.
Oh, you'll play Edelgard.
The frightening part is that I don't know whether you're joking or not. But I do regret to inform you that you won't be playing the role of Edelgard.
Why's that?
Don't you see? No story about me would be complete without the character of Dorothea.
That's true.
It would be ridiculous for you to play me instead of yourself.
80. You really are something special, aren't you?
Reminds me of that meme that like circles around from time to time of they're just friends. No, they clearly like each other.
I have been watching you in secrecy, Edelgard.
Oh yeah?
But you and Hubert were noticing me, correct?
Well, if you intend to shadow us like that, you can be sure it won't escape our notice. Hubert was primed and ready to remove you. I ordered him to stand down.
You have my thanks. I have been making a decision that I am wanting to learn from you.
Oh, yeah?
I was thinking it was enough to be shooting one bird with one arrow. But after speaking with you, I trained with hardness. Now I can be shooting 2 birds with 1 arrow.
2 pheasants? Are you implying that...
Yes, a single arrow.
That's astounding, Petra. It's perhaps a bit late to explain now, but what I was getting at earlier was actually...
I am having a joke.
You... come again?
I really was shooting these birds with 1 arrow, but my joke is that I did have understanding about what you told me. I took it to my heart.
Did you know?
You are a person with great bluntness. I am admiring of you. As an emperor, a commander, a warrior, and a friend, you are excelling at all that you do.
I love Petra.
All of the Empire is resting on your shoulders, and that is including Bridget, too. I will not be falling behind you. I will be carrying Bridget on my shoulders, too. And one day, you and I will be facing each other, and we will be shaking hands.
Yes, that much is certain. I can see that you no longer need me to look out for you. You and I are much the same. We dutifully shoulder our burdens and stand tall no matter what. It would be foolish of me to deny it.
Your words give me great joy. And it also gave me joy to see you being flustered when I was showing you the birds.
A cheap trick, to be sure, but inarguably funny. To think that you went to all the trouble of shooting 2 pheasants at once for the sake of a joke. Well played, Petra.
We both are growing every day. I hope we will keep doing so.
It is an impressive trait.
Ah, young Edelgard. This is your first time in this room, yes?
That's right. When I was a student, I avoided this place. I couldn't allow the church to learn of my crests, after all.
True enough. But now you have come here by your own choice. Can I take that as an indication that you have come to trust me a little more?
I suppose so, though I'm still bothered by certain things.
Tell me, what things might those be?
Well, we're fighting to free the world from the church's control and to unify Fodlan.
Yes.
You must have some idea of what the world I'm seeking to create will be like.
With the world freed from the powers of crests, Fodlan's system of nobility will collapse.
Precisely. Our current system is founded on the fact that crests are inherited through blood. If we shatter the status quo so that those without crests are no longer at the mercy of those with them, the very concept of nobility will vanish.
Why should that have any effect on me? I am no longer a member of the nobility.
Perhaps the fate of the nobility is of no consequence to you. But what about that of crests? You've devoted your life to unraveling their secrets, whereas I seek to create a world where crests are no longer valued. In fact, I would prefer to rid the world of them entirely if at all possible.
That's a fair cause.
Does this not concern you?
I see. I think I finally understand why you've always seemed so unsure about me. You imagine your ambition might crush my dreams. I assure you, there is nothing to worry about. I support your plans and your ideals wholeheartedly. But at the same time, I also believe that the influence of crests will not be so easily quelled.
I also kind of believe that.
That is why I must continue to research them and unravel all the secrets they hold.
I see.
Alright, support level B. We're done with Hanneman and Edelgard. For now. Hubert and Ferdinand.
Show them this letter. Threaten them. Do what you must. Now go.
Go.
Yes, sir. Hubert, that letter. Is that what I think it was?
I suppose there's no denying it.
But Edelgard...
Explicitly forbade me to send it. Yes, I know.
I
Oh.
cannot believe it! You disobeyed a direct order? I thought you were her loyal aide.
Unwaveringly. All that I do for her. I seem to recall you expressing a similar sentiment. It is our role to guide her when she is on the wrong course of action. Is that not what you said?
You are not supposed to do it in secret. When you disagree with your leader, you must voice your concerns directly. Otherwise, what is the point?
The point is the same. Lady Edelgard's best interests are served whether she knows it or not. She needs not trouble herself with the mundane details of my actions. Only results matter.
I don't agree with Hubert at all here. I would be very upset if I was in the place of Edelgard and Hubert was just doing things behind my back because it's supposedly in my best interest. No, don't do things for me that I don't want done.
You are sorely misguided.
I'm with Ferdinand here.
When I believe that Edelgard is making a mistake, I tell her as much. Through discussing the matter, I sometimes find that I was mistaken. To skip that process, to make a decision that is not yours to make.
Perhaps your advice is simply useless then.
Excuse me?
Listen to yourself. If I do as Lady Edelgard requires, then you tell me to be more independent. But if I tread my own path, I am misguided. I suppose the fault is mine for expecting any useful advice to come out of your mouth.
Oh.
Ugh, I have had enough of your grousing. To think, I started to believe you were a useful aid.
I thought that that was their A support.
A summons from Bernadetta? How historic.
I've got something to give you.
Do you? What is it?
A token of apology for all the rude stuff I've said. It's only right. I hope this will help you let go of all the grudges you're probably holding against me.
There are no grudges, but very well. I'll accept it.
You will? Great! Here you go.
Some kind of embroidery. A flower. This is certainly lovely, but why give it to me? It seems like something you would send to a female friend or someone you had romantic feelings for.
But it's, lovely, you said, right? That's why.
Oh.
If you wear it, maybe you'll look less, terrifying.
You would like me to wear this?
You hate it, don't you? I knew it. I knew you'd be angry. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, Ernie.
Why not? Do I put it here? It really is quite nice. I cannot say that it suits me, but...
No, it does. It looks great on you. Sorry.
Nothing else for it, I suppose. I dislike you laughing at me, but it is preferable at least to you fleeing in terror. Therefore, I will wear this when I'm around you in the future.
Really? You will? I'm so glad. But you're sure? You're really sure?
If you're going to question me about it, perhaps I'll change my mind.
No. I believe you. You're a lot less scary with it on.
Oh.
That is what's most important. Now I suppose it is safe for me to return to my usual strict methods.
No, I'm not ready!
This again.
Support level A. Time to talk to Petra.
Hubert, I have a request to give you, if I may be doing that.
Hello, Petra. How unusually formal.
But at least she's smiling a bit more. Welcome in, Rob Bob. It's nice to see and have you here. How are you doing tonight? Welcome in, Demi. It's nice to see and have you here as well. How are you doing? Got a shout out for our dear friend Demi. Go check him out. Dear friend of ours. Did really well in the last creator clash. You'll definitely enjoy his stuff. Currently playing some Elden Ring over on his channel. For the first time. Doing quite well, might I add. Way better than I would.
You are always comparing me against Edelgard. I have been observing you, and you are not often making comparisons like that. So why are you always comparing me? I do not enjoy being compared.
An astute observation.
An astute observation.
I should point out that such a comparison only reflects well on you.
Oh?
I am perhaps doing so because you are both royalty.
Thank you, Todd, for the lurk. I do appreciate it. Means a lot. Helps out a lot.
That is not making sense to me. In battle, you and I are the same. Neither of us has a higher rank than general. Edelgard is leading the entire army. But you and I are both leading a part of the army. That should be making us... what is it? Comrades in arms.
Comrades in arms, you say?
When you are looking at me, you are thinking of me compared to Edelgard. But I want you to be looking at me as only myself. Do you have understanding? I do not want you seeing me as foreign royalty, but as your comrade in arms, who is working with you at your side.
I understand you now. It seems I've done you a great disservice, Petra.
Oh.
Your friendship is important to me. I am sorry that I failed to make that clear. By comparing you to Lady Edelgard, I have treated you merely as one chasing after her shadow. I have done so even while believing that the Empire and Bridget would never go to war again.
Do you really think you can stop comparing? I am knowing well that Edelgard takes a big place inside your heart.
I do not fully understand it. But when I look at you, I simply cannot help but think of Her Majesty.
Oh?
Your past, full of hardship, your unwavering determination, your uncommon excellence.
Oh, it's all meant to be a compliment.
As such, I
Well,
cannot promise never to compare.
You did say that.
But I will try my best to do so less often.
For now, that will be okay. But I will not be giving up on this. And I want you knowing that one day, when you are comparing, you will be finding I have won the comparison.
What an amusing thing to say. Lady Edelgard's face would contort most bitterly were she to hear it.
Be marking my words, Hubert. One day, between the two of us, you will be choosing me.
Aw. I love Petra. Alright, Ferdinand and Bernadetta. Who we got right now.
Even with the fires of war raging all around us, tea never fails to soothe the soul. Do you not agree, Bernadetta?
I hadn't actually thought about it, but yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Oh, that reminds me.
What's that?
A long time ago, my parents were in talks to arrange my marriage with a certain young lady.
Oh, yeah?
She never set foot outside of her room, and she made little dolls to curse her perceived enemies. Such were the rumors. Frightened, I dissuaded my parents from going through with their plans.
I can see that. She does sound pretty frightening. I relate to the staying in the room part, though.
That girl was you, Bernadetta, a daughter of House Varley.
What? I don't make dolls to curse people.
You are a skilled embroiderer, no? I guess I was wrong. You are not making dolls.
I did make dolls, but cute ones. Nice little carnivorous plants and things.
Maybe I should not have brought this up.
Why not? Carnivorous plants are adorable.
Yes, adorable. Anyway, if I had actually known you, I would have accepted the proposal.
Why? Did you have some scheme in mind?
Oh.
No, I just mean, now that I have gotten to know you, I would have been happy to...
So, you're saying you'd... with me?
Aw.
It's getting kinda hot in here, isn't it? Maybe it's the tea.
It's totally the tea.
Why are you getting so worked up? That was all a long time ago now.
A long time ago.
Yes. Now we are soldiers fighting together in the same great conflict, right? And my parents are gone. So any agreements they might have cooked up would be completely invalid.
I guess so.
Just think, if we had been married, we would not have been able to build such a deep friendship.
I don't agree with that.
That's true. Yeah, we never would have gotten this close. I would have given up on the relationship my parents chose for me and shut myself away even more.
So all in all, I am glad I refused to marry that doll-cursing princess.
Hey! I said I never made curse dolls!
Sorry. I am just glad to have met you at the monastery.
When she puts it like that, that makes sense. But I don't think it would have necessarily meant like they couldn't have become close friends.
I had better take my leave. We should have tea together again sometime soon.
Yeah, see you.
Goodbye.
I'm glad we met here too.
Support level A. Ferdinand will have to see me later. It's like Caspar and Bernadetta. Here we go.
Come on, Bernadetta, open up. Why are you so mad at me? I have no clue what this is about, but I'm sorry.
You have no clue? Don't you remember what you did to me?
No. I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did. You did all kinds of things. But the worst thing was carrying me off twice. I thought I might die.
What are you even talking about?
Don't act like you never took me to that place.
What place? Why won't you? Oh, the place with the pretty view. Why are you mad about that?
Because you hauled me around like a piece of luggage.
Oh.
Again, why are you mad about that?
How would you feel to be yanked around like that?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was just excited to show it to you. Maybe I went a little overboard.
Aw.
I'm real sorry about that.
You are? Well, I hope you understand now.
I definitely do, and I feel awful about it. What can I do to make it up to you? Anything you want. I want to show you how seriously sorry I am.
Well, all right. I'd like you to, bring me to that place again. But promise me 2 things first.
Anything.
No carrying, no pulling around. Treat me gently.
Sure, of course. No problem. But that was 3 things, not 2.
Be gentle, okay?
Okay. Sorry. What's the other thing?
I want you to promise not to take anyone else there. Only me.
Oh.
All right, I can promise that. Seems a little strange, though. Why do you care?
Come on. If you really want to apologize, hurry up and take me there.
Right, on it. Here we are. Oh, look at that gorgeous sunset.
This is it. The same view. After all that time inside, the sun feels like it's piercing right through me.
This little bit of sunshine? You really gotta get outside more. From now on, I'm gonna take you to all sorts of different places. I promise I'll be gentle, and I promise I won't take anyone else. Just you and me, alright?
What? But... okay. But if you get sick of me, I'm sorry ahead of time.
What? Good one, Bernadetta.
That's cute. Oh, that was our A support. I thought it was B for a minute.
Caspar, how have you been?
Oh, Shamir. I've been normal. Yep, totally normal.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Everything's normal.
Then you should try to act like it. If something is bothering you, say it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm disappointed, Caspar. I thought you were the type to always speak your mind.
Alright, fine. You got me. Truth is that I heard something about you.
Oh yeah, what'd you hear?
I heard you fought in the battle between the Empire and Dagda.
Yes. And?
And I heard that you maybe lost someone important in that battle.
Perhaps. What's your point?
No point, not trying to make a point. I just didn't know you were involved in all that. I was hoping we could be friends, but you fought against the Empire. You obviously have every reason to hate them, so I'm sure you don't want me around.
What does my past have to do with you?
My father was responsible for a lot of what happened to the Dagdans.
Are you responsible for your father's actions?
Well, no, but kinda. I know I wasn't there, but I gotta...
You can't control your family's past. You can only control their present and future. Right? And really, you can only control yourself in that sphere. Do better. If you want to be better, which everyone should want to be better, do better than your ancestors.
Bring them back.
Huh?
If you're responsible, then bring back the lives that were lost. If you can't, then spare me your pity.
But...
Yesterday's enemy is today's ally. You have to abandon old feuds. Only then can you face me as a friend.
Mayor makes a good point. Petra and Dorothea.
Oh, Petra, are you researching something?
Yes, I am investigating useful fighting techniques.
You're always trying to become a better fighter. Personally, I'm sick of all the battles.
Oh, Dorothea.
You are feeling sick about battle? Oh, I understand. Yes, I am also wishing for this war to finish quickly.
Sooner the better. I don't even remember the last time I washed my hair.
Yes, it is hard to be braiding your hair when it is damaged from lack of care.
Speaking of, you know, I don't think I've seen many braids like yours, Petra. I assume it's a hairstyle from Bridget? May I take a closer look?
You may. This style of braiding has been passed down through my family.
How very elaborate. That must take a long time to do.
Your words are delighting me. Braiding it does take up a great amount of time every day.
Every day? Now I suppose you couldn't sleep with your hair like that, could you? When there's time, do you think you could teach me? It would be fun to match you every now and then. And once I learn how, I can help you with your hair. What do you think?
I am really liking that idea. It would give me great happiness to have our hair match.
Aww.
I'd like it too.
Dorothea, before I had confusion. I thought you were being overly familiar, but then I gained understanding. Now I am knowing that is how you show your kindness, and I have much gratitude for that. It is impossible to be imagining life without you. You are precious to me.
Petra, what a lovely thing to say. I might just cry.
If you will be crying, you can have my... my shoulder. For your crying.
Aww.
Oh, I was just playing around. But if I ever do need a good cry, I do hope you'll lend me your shoulder.
My shoulder will always be available for you.
Oh, yeah? So I don't even need to make a reservation or anything?
A reservation? For my shoulder?
Oh, I just meant... You know what? It doesn't matter. What matters is that I enjoy spending time with you. It makes me stop worrying about marriage and status.
If that is the truth, then will you be coming to Bridget with me?
Huh?
When this war is finished, I am wishing for you to be seeing my homeland.
You are? Oh my.
Aww.
I'd love to, Petra. As soon as the fighting is done, I'd like nothing more than to see Bridget with you.
Petra is definitely one of my favorites. But I really like
Sure.
her
Can I be having your time.
And Dorothea's
I have a
relationship.
thought that is giving me great concern.
Dorothea's probably my favorite.
Let's hear it, Petra.
If Dagda is ever invading Fodlan again, what will you be doing?
I'd join the army of Dagda. I'd lay waste to Fodlan and return to my homeland.
If that is the truth, then I am having one more question for you. If that was happening, would you be fighting your allies in the Imperial Army too?
Of course. You expect me to die for you? You should be prepared to do the same. Your homeland would likely join Dagda.
So, that is your truth?
Maybe. If you'd asked me 5 years ago.
Hmm?
I've been a mercenary since childhood. Always fighting for a bounty. If my allies didn't pay, I'd side with the enemy. It's why I became
Fair.
a sniper. Easier to dispose of anyone with a reward on their head.
That is true.
It's also why I joined the Knights of Saros. I owed them a debt, but that's all changed.
You are not fighting for money now?
That's right. When I see everyone fighting for Fodlan, I feel inclined to help. I won't die for the cause, but I will protect everyone. If the army of Dagda engaged you, I'd fight at your side.
Hearing that is it gives me great joy. Until the war is finished, let us fight together.
That's cute. All right, we've got. Can we see these supports now? Interesting to see that Chorizo only has so much supports with people. Alright, we do need to explore since it's our only time to explore. But we'll also be encountering all of our supports on our way. Yes, I'm very excited for this.
Sudden, but I want to thank you, Professor. That is, for letting me live my life the way I want. I've noticed you've been giving me fewer of those soul-revealing gazes lately. I appreciate you making an effort to not trouble yourself over who I spend my time with.
So you found me at?
Well, of course. Did you think I wouldn't notice? It's kind of sweet in its own way. Professor, may I tell you a story about when I was younger?
Of course.
I was an orphan, living in the back alleys of Enbar, until one day I was overheard singing. That was when my new life began. I was suddenly a songstress in the Middle Frank Opera Company. Performers, nobility. I met so many people. But none of them ever really knew me. I was just some young, pretty girl who could sing. A spectacle to be admired. Even though everyone praised my looks and my voice, and they showered me with gifts, I knew one day I'd be old. My looks would fade, my voice would change. I wouldn't sound the same. And I started to wonder, when I did get old, what would I have left? I'd be old, alone, and back on the streets of the capital, right where I'd started.
I won't let you be alone.
That's sweet of you. Even if you are just flirting.
I'm not.
I never had much to begin with in life. And I worry that one day I'll be that way again. That's why I keep searching for someone who will love me. Someone unaware of the songstress. Who can love a girl that used to be scared and alone on the streets of the capital. I wonder if such a strange person can even exist.
Their motivation is also increased. Hello, Chorizo.
You've survived. How very fortunate. Were you dead, I wouldn't be able to fight you. but you are very much alive. Now I have a chance to kill you.
Oh, yeah? Advanced drills. You do have a lot of, lost items, but I'm not sure I'm, like, that worried about them. I'm not even sure if I can give them away. Honestly. It'd be nice to be able to, but I'm not sure if I can.
Okay.
What's the bulletin board say? Supply run. We are in need of resources. Your assistance would be much appreciated. Dealing with deserters. Need of capable fighters willing to hunt down deserters in Fodlan's Locket. New weapons stock in the armory. Brave sword, brave lance, brave axe, brave bow. And we do have master seals, which I'm pretty sure we picked up some. If not, I do need to pick up them. And silver shield. And more battalions. Hello, Caspar.
All right, I'm ready to fight. Let's do this.
Yeah. I'm counting on you.
Leave it to me. I can take on the whole, most of the enemy's army.
You can take on the whole army.
Limits now, Professor.
Advanced drills. Oh, you're gonna teach me now. Okay.
Hey, Professor. It's been a really long time, hasn't it?
Yes, it has,
The
Sylvain.
last 5 years have been full of heartbreak. Not from girls, but friends and family becoming enemies.
Yeah.
One of the things that kept me going was the hope you'd return. And now here you are. A lot has changed, but you're back. And it's the first time I can remember being happy in a while.
You've done great, Sylvain. I'm kind of excited to see what this place will look like when I play my personal save and I have everyone here.
The north side of the Great Bridge of Murden is in the territory of Acheron of the Alliance. He's known as the Weather Vane. He's a notoriously flippant man. A man like that doesn't have the guts to give it all for the defense of that bridge.
Oh, okay.
I've been working here for a few years now. There are plenty of others working here too. Since the acolytes and students aren't here, it's up to us to pick up the slack.
Mercedes, it's lovely to see you. You look so lovely.
I have good friends in both the Alliance and Fargus, so this fighting weighs heavily on me. I can't bear the thought of battling the Knights of Saros to the death. I have to keep my chin up though, right? Let's press on together, Professor.
She's strong. Curious to know how Ferdinand is doing. Yes, let's do it.
Take that!
A Three Hopes playthrough? Doesn't it play similarly to, I'm trying to think of the original game. Because I can only think of Hyrule Warriors right now. It's that style of gameplay, though, isn't it? Yeah, that was what I was trying to look for. Dynasty Warriors. I could possibly play that at some point. That'd be interesting to see. I don't know if I picked it up or not. Fighting more intensely than usual.
Yes, I am in a hurry. Edelgard claims victory after victory. She never stops.
I would say it's possible, but I don't know when. Spoilers wise, from what I've heard, it doesn't, but I couldn't tell you for sure.
5 years ago, she ascended the throne and swept away the corrupt nobles, my father included. I always thought I would be the one to unseat him, but she did it instead, with all the ease and indifference of someone cracking an egg. Now, as the head of House Eyre, I serve Edelgard. I have to accept that I am her subordinate, working beneath her to reunify Fodlan.
It doesn't look like a bad game, but yeah, I don't know if it's spoilers or anything.
The disparity between Edelgard and myself is obvious. She never stops moving forward, single-minded, never wavering. But where does that leave me? Here, flailing about, going nowhere, contributing nothing.
That's not true.
But it is. That is the reality. Not once since our days at the Academy have I exceeded Edelgard's abilities. I saw her as a worthy opponent. She did not even see me as a contender. She did not even consider me at all. As the head of the noble House Eyre, I must be able to achieve results. But all my efforts have come to nothing. Results are everything. I have not shown results, so I will be stagnating here forever.
But you have achieved results.
I appreciate your kind words, but you are wrong. I know that I have a massive wall to climb, and I must climb it alone.
No, you don't.
Even so, may I ask a favor?
Sure. What's up?
Professor, please keep an eye on my progress.
You got
I would
it.
appreciate if you were always by my side, bearing witness to my accomplishments.
I can do that. Support level B.
Hello.
I would like to do some gardening. Let's harvest. It's been a long time coming. Yeah, just give it magic. Yeah.
Sir, oh my, it's so good to see you. These days, so many old friends seem to be disappearing. But you're here. It's incredible to see you again after 5 years. I have a feeling your name will go down in history.
Root vegetable seeds. We can go into their old rooms. It's kind of strange to think. Oh, you know what we got? We got a letter from Edelgard last episode, so I want to check that out, actually. Oh, shit. It is your birthday, is it not? I wish you a truly happy day. Even with times as they are. Won't you celebrate with? Of course I will. Bum, 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 bum. Did I check all these rooms? I think I did, but maybe not completely. So I'll just go over them again. The dues room. Let's go through here. Petra!
Edelgard is controlling the Empire. She is putting the pressure on the Kingdom in alliance. Empire and religion are at open war. It will be difficult for us at first. But corrupt nobles are many. That means the common people will rebel and be joining our side. With you, Professor, the battle tides will turn. I have certainty.
I feel like, yes, she's still, like, confused on some language, but she's overall a lot better with her language. Really, axes and flying? I guess that somewhat makes sense. Advanced sword tournament. Recommended 28 or better. Go Petra.
My heart burns with pride.
Yeah.
No use.
Nice. She's doing all this with a training sword too.
For everyone.
A tiny wooden sword.
Witness rigid pride.
Way to go, Petra. Way to go. Semifinals. Yeah, might as well just heal up. And then we'll just heal up on the finals. Since it's the semifinals. She has a high crit chance there. Sword Master. They do hit pretty hard. Yep. Fill up and go in. She doesn't have a high crit chance here, but she should hopefully be okay. Yeah, she's good.
I fight for justice's name.
There you go. Silver Sword Plus. I will take that.
Hello.
Hello.
I need a favor.
Soldiers stationed at Fodlan's Locket abandoned their post. They aren't what you'd call upstanding folks. It'd be a real headache for us. They became bandits and started wreaking havoc in the town. So I will accept. Kinda just want to see if there are lost items or anything.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. What's that? Do I have brothers in the church? You really are well informed. My older twin works for the Knights of Saros, but I think he's just a grunt, not a noble gatekeeper like yours truly. Unlike me, he's very devout. He left the Empire a long time ago.
A moment, please.
By making an enemy of the church, disorder is running rampant among the populace. It's quieted down over these last 5 years, though. The well-being of Her Majesty is steadily improving.
Welcome in, Sea Kipper. It's nice to see and have you here. Thank you for the self-care package. We would greatly appreciate that.
Hello there.
Hello.
This one, yes?
Yes, I will take all of your fishing supplies,
Yes?
among plenty of other things.
I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think you.
And no, I don't care about how expensive it all
I
is.
think you. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think you. This one, yes?
I really should start giving
I think this
gifts
one, yes?
away.
I think you.
It does help bring supports up faster.
I think this one, yes? I think you. Return soon, please.
For Byleth, at least.
Welcome. You have a good eye. 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 You have a good. You have a good. You have a good eye. You have a good. You have a good. You have a good. You have a good. A pleasure doing. Come again.
Ba-dum.
No. Hey, hi.
A moment, please.
A moment, please. Alright, let's see. We have a support. Oh, who are these people?
Hey there. Ah, a new face. I am Randolph von Bergleys. I'm the guardian of this place. Wait a moment. I'm sure I've seen you somewhere before.
5 years ago.
Ah, yes. You're Her Majesty's professor. You're alive? Oh, this is my little sister, Fleisch. She's just a rookie, but she's helping me as my assistant.
Hello, I'm Fleisch von Bergleys. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I know I'm inexperienced, but I'm gonna do my best. You can count on me to look after my big brother.
I've heard you're planning to march into Alliance territory. I'll be here to guard the fort.
Thank you.
There were clashes with the Kingdom Army near the Western Front. But this is the first time the Alliance Army has had an honest-to-goodness fight. I hear their leader's pretty competent. But the Alliance Army is pretty tough, too.
We'll be good. We can do anything.
No. Since the great nobles lost their standing, the regulation of the merchant houses has relaxed somewhat. You'd probably have thought that would make it easier for us to profit. But the world isn't so simple. The war has made the price of goods unstable, causing no end of hardship for the people.
War is hard for everybody.
Maybe.
It's an unfortunate thing.
What's that look on your face? Surprised to see me?
I am.
I'm a mercenary. Always have been. Even when I was with the Knights of Saros. I never was too attached to Fodlan. I was considering leaving soon. But I might change my mind if you're around.
Oh, yeah? It's an honor to have you, Shamir.
Are we leaving for battle? I heard it's a long march. But it's fine. I've had plenty of time to stay inside lately, so I think it's time I run out. Yeah, I can do this. No more Bernie Bear.
That's the spirit.
But, please don't put me up front, okay?
I wouldn't. You're another sniper. We need you in the back.
Hey. Yep. Professor.
Of course, Caspar.
Hey, Professor, something's been bothering me. remember that suspicious guy I chased after back when I was a student? A knight scolded me for it, but at the time I really thought I was doing the right thing. Now that I've had more experience on the battlefield, though...
I've been looking for you. There isn't much time, so I'll keep this brief. The knights encountered a band of brigands while out marching. It was hard fought, but we prevailed. Our soldiers are highly trained, but the enemy was formidable, and we weren't expecting combat. There were a number of casualties among our troops.
I pray for their souls.
Much appreciated, but there's a reason I need to bring this to your attention. The brigands all bore identical tattoos of a scorpion on their arms. Please keep an eye out for that mark in the future.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. If you'll excuse me, I need to get back to my duties.
Heck of a coincidence, right? As soon as I mention that suspicious guy, this happens.
Good to hear they've finally been dealt with.
But some of the knights died in combat. They died because of what I did 5 years ago. This is my fault.
No, it's not.
If I'd stayed quiet and tracked the guy down like you said, we would have stopped those brigands sooner. And I wouldn't have blood on my hands.
But he might have harmed the children.
But he probably wouldn't have. Now those knights, they're not coming back. We both know it. This is all my fault.
You're being too harsh on yourself.
Definitely.
A moment.
Everyone's actions will have consequences no matter what. Resting in the warm embrace of cherished memories.
Oh.
I really don't think that we'll be learning a whole lot about ourselves, unfortunately. This playthrough. Maybe we will. But I'm not gonna be surprised if we don't learn anything.
Professor, I'm sorry to have dragged you into the fight again so soon after our reunion.
Don't worry about it.
But you appeared at a most opportune time. I'm truly humbled by your support, my teacher. Thank you.
You can count on me.
And so I will. I'm hoping your abilities from 5 years prior are still intact. Make sure you're ready to head out, okay?
Will do.
Allow me to brief you on the details of our situation. The Empire firmly controls the western portion of Fargus. However, the central and eastern regions continue to put up heavy resistance. The strongholds in these regions are Aryan Road, the fortress city, and Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. We cannot control Fargus until we have taken both of these cities. As for the Alliance, Houses Gloucester and Ordelia seem predisposed to capitulate to us. However, due to interference from Houses Regan and Goneril, we have yet to secure their cooperation. Claude obviously hopes to keep the Alliance whole through diplomacy. But because we have had to focus our efforts against the Church until now, our forces have yet to meet his. We have only recently begun to take the fight to Alliance territory. I have a request for you.
Yes, I will do that. I didn't recognize you, Linhart.
Professor, do you know how happy I was to hear you were still alive? I'll tell you how happy. For the past 2 days, I haven't had my morning or my afternoon naps.
Wow. Morning nap?
Yes.
You finally joined us, have you? I attached myself to the Imperial Army as well. Seemed the thing to do. I feel I owe it to Edelgard to set my past feelings about the Empire aside. I am happy to help her.
I'm happy to see you.
Strange, isn't it? After 5 years, the 3 professors are together once more. I am most curious, though. You say you were asleep for 5 whole years. Incredible. Perhaps this is another effect of your crest. I do look forward to investigating you in greater detail.
We can talk about that.
Wonderful news. I am most excited to begin. We must find the time, of course.
Sounds like a plan.
Professor, I'll tell you.
Right. It's normal for history to be revised in favor of those who hold the power. The documents in this library are no exception. It's perfectly possible for someone to have made edits to them, but it's my belief that no one has the power to blot out the truth entirely. I like to read the same texts over and over again. That way, I can spot some of the truths hidden between the lines.
All right. We still have to see Manuela. Cardinal's room.
Hey, you.
Means this room is finally unlocked. Hello, Mr. Owl. The cathedral. I think we've talked to just about everyone. We didn't go to the old dormitory, but we'll go there.
I was so surprised to hear that the faith of Saros was a sham, my eyes nearly popped out of my skull. But just because the church lied to us doesn't mean that the goddess isn't real. That's my take on it anyway. I'd feel very anxious with no one to pray to.
Understandable.
Who, me? After the battle 5 years ago, the Imperial Army occupied Garreg Mach. The cathedral and several other buildings were destroyed, but we've done some repair work here and there, and we're using the buildings as a base of operations. As for me, well, the church moved its headquarters to Fargus, and I've seen no reason to follow. When I returned to Enbar, I received a summons from Her Majesty, and I chose to answer.
Lovely to see you, Manuela.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Law. Get it? Law.
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people... I'm getting the hang of this.
Awesome. Not quite another level up. That's okay. Counselor. Some people are dedicate their existence to serving a master, and then are suddenly filled with regret when they reach the end of their life. I don't understand such foolishness. Without understanding, people won't wish to follow you. Arcane crystal, ooh, fancy. Alright, now it looks like we pretty much have to just burn off the rest of our activity points.
No.
Oh, we have a support over here.
Professor.
Yes, Hubert, you may speak with me.
Nice place, isn't it, Professor? Standing here, you can almost feel the goddess's absence. Discounting what dwells within you, of course. Do you think some punishment would rain down from the sky if this monastery were to be destroyed? Of course not. Even if the so-called Immaculate One came back here for revenge, that would only be a result of this war, not the work of a deity.
Do you hate the goddess?
If it is between love and hate, then I would choose the latter. The goddess failed to properly govern this world. That is why it is necessary for Lady Edelgard to become the supreme leader of Fodlan. Those with power must use it wisely. Is that not a teaching of the Church of Seros? It's absurd to preach to others what you cannot practice yourself.
I am a firm believer in it's hypocritical to be do as I say, not as I do. But I do get how sometimes it can almost be necessary, as much as I hate it. It's something I feel like everyone should avoid as much as possible, but I'm sure there are moments where it is necessary.
That is logical, but I am afraid your logic is informed by your humanity. That is not the case for inhuman creatures with lifespans well beyond our own. We must fight to preserve what makes us human. You are the one closest to the enemy. I wonder if you will be able to maintain your humanity to the end.
Of course I will.
You make it sound easy. I find myself trusting you, even with my life. I've already dedicated my life to Lady Edelgard. To throw my lot in with you is inconceivable. But if I had 2 lives to give, I might devote one of them to you.
Thank you, Hubert.
Be a couplet of birds flying alongside the sovereign of Black Eagles.
How poetic. Alright.
Right.
I think that's just about everything, and then we just need to figure out how we're gonna spend our points. That is the ultimate question, is how we're gonna spend our points. Morale meals today. 6 are enhanced when dining with an ally. Let's go Edelgard and Manuela.
This is a wonderful dish. You could sell this in any restaurant in the capital.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
Come on, level up. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna fish just enough to level up. Because I don't want to fish all that much. I really ought to, but I kind of just, like, don't really want to. I wouldn't mind. But I think the other thing, too, is it's like... we have a lot of bait, and we've had a lot of bait even from the beginning, and it keeps adding up. Not that it's a bad thing. B+. Activity points for exploration. 6 for lessons and 2 for battle. Doesn't look like too much changed. We're getting to B+, that's fine.
A moment, please.
Hey.
Welcome.
I think I did buy all the Master Shields I could.
This one? Thank you. This one? Thank you. Please come again.
No.
Hello there.
I'll be sure to.
A moment, please.
Alright. So now what are we gonna do with the rest of our boats? That's the question.
What's that look? I'm a I never. I might change.
Help me up my bow skill.
I'm getting the hang.
I can do this.
Also with my bow skill. Did I not talk to Ferdinand, really? I guess I didn't.
Within the territories of the Alliance, the Gloucester and Daphne houses dominate the West. House Gloucester has always supported the Empire. There's not much chance of them defying us. So all that needs to be done to restore peace in the West now is to crush House Daphne.
Yeah, crush it.
The last 5 years have been difficult at times. My relationship with Edelgard is rather contentious, due to the incident with my father. Nevertheless, I cannot abandon my family's duties. As Duke Eyre, I must play my part in the Imperial Army. Edelgard intends to abolish the nobility, but I know I can dissuade her from doing so.
I don't know if I agree with that, Ferdinand. Let's see, where's Dorothy? Oh, there's a third floor? Definitely will have to take a look at that.
It's
Edelgard Empire, but correct with you.
Alright. Third floor. I don't think I've seen up here. Archbishop's room. Let's see. Our terrace. Well, isn't it lovely? This will end today's free time. Do I want to proceed? Yes, I do. I do want to save again. She's not qualified enough for any master class. It's like she'll need to get heavy armor up and riding up. That or flying. Definitely kind of means that we need to take a step back and get her focus a little bit on flying or something. Gliding or riding. See, Dark Knight. Need to get his riding and lance skill up then. Yeah, same if I want to turn him into a Holy Knight. Are Grimoires only for females? Yeah, only for females. Could Dorothea try to become one? Indeed, she could. I still would like to see her maybe go into Holy Knight and Dark Knight. But definitely unlock this class at least. No worries at all, Rogue. Thank you so much for swinging in for a lurk. I do appreciate it. I hope you are having a lovely day as well.
I passed thanks to you, Professor.
No, because I don't know if you finished that previous class. Looks like I'll need to switch up everyone's goals a little bit. I'll keep that in mind as well for my personal playthrough. It doesn't make things like horrible or impossible to play. It just will make things difficult.
I'm so glad
Yeah, I may even like want to like have people become like earlier versions of classes so that way they can build and spec into what I need and want them to be. A hero would be an interesting choice. I think that's about all I can do right now. Like I said, I think I just need to change everyone's goals accordingly. Go heavy armor and riding. Flying and what else? Just flying. Although Lance wouldn't hurt either, so I'll have that. Hubert will need to take up Lance and riding. Lance, riding. Ferdinand. Go axe, heavy armor. Gaspar will need to go. I think Lance and riding. Bernadetta. Need to focus on riding. Riding and Lance? Or is it sword? Axe, heavy armor, riding. Yep, okay. So he's doing good with that. Bow Knight needs to be bow, lance, and riding. Riding and this is Petra. What would we want Petra to become? Maybe a mortal savant? Could actually see her doing multiple things. Go for Falcon Knight. So Lance and flying. I continue working that way. Riding and lances. I'm actually fine with you becoming a Grimmery. It'll just take some time. Shamir will need to take some time and focus on riding. She's already put some points to lances, so not really worried about that. So yeah, that looks good to me for now, I guess. Well, Linhart needs to be lance and riding. Right. Could have Caspar go War Master, but I don't know. Probably not. Thank you, Zep, for the lurk. I do appreciate it. Yeah. It looks like... Because, like, I mean, I've seen the master classes, but I didn't really take a close enough look to, like, what you would really want. But yeah, if you really want your master classes, it looks like you'll need riding or flying. Because you're really not on the ground for a lot of them. You'll have your, like, Holy Knight, Dark Knight, which you'll need riding and lances for. Unless you're going Mortal Savant, which, in that case, you'll have to really level up magic as well for whoever you're using a sword for. If you're one of the guys and you don't want riding and flying, then you have to level up axes and brawling, which doesn't make sense for your casters. So, I mean, thankfully, riding is the hardest one to get. And I wouldn't even say it's that hard to get up. But, you don't have to worry about lance too much. Like, for Petra, like, I'd be tempted to turn her into a Mortal Savant. And I might even try to, but I know it's going to be extremely difficult because she has a debuff with Reason. I think that class would be great for her, but she doesn't get along with Reason. Alright. Time is it? Welcome in, Lulu. It's nice to see and have you here. How are you doing tonight? The game looks awesome. We're currently doing some inventory management. We just got back after a time skip, and we're really just taking a look at our party members right now. Which would be tedious. I mean, if there's a person who's the king of tedious, it would be me. But I also kind of know now that I kind of would probably want to pick up some basic and intermediate seals and get people's certifications up when I can. I think you can take a certification a week. But your success rate on that certification is determined at the beginning of the month. I think that's how it works. Banged your head so you're laying in bed. I'm sorry to hear that, Lulu. But it's lovely to see you. I'm glad that you're swinging by. The Black Eagle Strike Force has an unexpected encounter with someone they thought to have died years prior. Amidst the joy, your forces prepare to invade the Alliance territory. I think it's ready to get started. Wait, what about the quest Hubert gave us? I guess that's not a battle. I should be able to hopefully do it before, during next month's exploration. Time for the Great Bridge coup.
The newly crowned king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Dimitri, has declared fealty to the Church of Seros and is raising an army in preparation for all-out war with the Empire. As leader of the Alliance, Claude maintains a facade of neutrality amidst infighting between those who support and those who oppose the Empire. Meanwhile, the Black Eagle Strike Force plans to capture Alliance territory before Edelgard takes the war to the Kingdom and the Church of Seros. With sights set on capturing Deirdre at the center of House Regan's territory, she leads a march across the Great Bridge of Myrden to establish a bridgehead.
See, very interesting.
We're about to commence our attack on the Great Bridge of Myrden. But first, allow me a moment of your time.
Of course, Hubert. What do you need?
It is something that I can only ask of you. Listen well. It concerns Lady Edelgard's uncle, the regent of the Empire, Lord Arundel. Although he is currently cooperating with Her Majesty, he maintains his own sizable military troops.
Is that so?
It seems to me that his plans differ from our own. I assume you recall a certain group's scheming from 5 years ago? Solon and Kranya. They both served Lord Arundel.
He must be dealt with.
Professor, I understand how you must be feeling, considering what they did to your father. I know it must be foul to even consider cooperating with their kind. However, their power is essential for us at present. Edelgard also strongly opposed the idea at first. Our enemy is the Church of Seros itself. It cannot be toppled with the Empire's might alone.
You're probably right.
Those working under Lord Arundel are extremely hostile toward the Church. And the enemy of our enemy is... well, I think you sufficiently understand by now.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Until all of Fodlan is united, it is a necessary evil. As for how we deal with him afterward, time will tell. Regardless, Her Majesty and I wish to join our power with yours. You should know that in her heart, Her Majesty regards that group as enemies of herself and her family. They used her father, the former emperor, as a puppet, and murdered her siblings with their vile experimentation. I believe Her Majesty may have told you some of this herself. That is why this was a very painful decision for her to make.
I can only imagine.
I will do all I can to ensure her suffering is not in vain. And I hope I can count on you to do the same. As for all I have told you, please keep it in mind as we march forward. More importantly, I implore you to fight as best you can for Edelgard. From the bottom of my heart, I beg this of you.
You have it, no questions asked. Let's do this. Gonna be exciting. We get a new battle theme, it seems like. We have 11 units to use. Yeah, I think I'm good with this makeup. White Verona. Increases resistance. Sure, I'll take it. 13. 0 crit. Let's use a real sword. Do we have a better bow by chance? We do not. Let's take the worn out iron bow. Equip it for now. Amir. Creststone weapon designed to Edelgard's specifications, allowing her to use Raging Storm. I haven't even taken a look at everyone's weapons. He has a steel axe now. Put the hammer away. Put that away. All right. Here we'll be fighting members of the Alliance. Looks like we have a squad up at the north, a squad at the south. We have someone named Judith. That all we see. See one of our dear old friends, Ignatz. Like he'll be a sniper, which will be quite dangerous. He's emboldened and will attack twice when initiating combat. Want to take care of him quick if we can. Fortress Knight. Grappler. Not too worried, I don't think. But who do I want to switch out? I'm an assassin, and so is Petra. So we can have one person go for one chest and the other one go for the other. Then we have a ballista up there, so that's even better for Petra. Alright. I think we can go ahead and go. Thank you, Rogue, for the self-care package. I do appreciate it. Hydrated, stretched, and I'm indeed sitting up straight.
We'll be capturing the Great Bridge of Myrden, a key strategic location of the Leicester Alliance. Claude will surely be sending reinforcements, so we must prevail before they arrive.
Our opponent is Judith, the so-called hero of Daphnel. We can handle her, so long as we don't get careless.
The boy said to run if I was in danger, but I could never do that. I'll hold out until reinforcements arrive.
Hexlock Shield. A shield offering strong protection and resilience. She's a lord.
For the Empire.
For the Empire. Ooh. Could take a look at. Unit takes no action except weight. Grants resistance +4 for 1 turn. Multiplies experience earned by 1.2. Is upgraded.
What's my strategy?
Take this fucker out. That's my strategy.
Another victory. More fighting.
More fighting. He's done. Dorothea doesn't want to do it anymore. Meteor right now would be pretty good.
It's win or die.
You can tell how heartbroken she is.
Fighting is all there is.
That's a good level up. HP. I did not read it at all. My mistake. What is the plan indeed?
Obvious.
I do this for all of us.
You got this, Bernie. Awesome.
Bernie's unstoppable.
Yeah. Magic, speed, luck, and resistance. I'll gladly take that.
Put me in there. I'll cut a bloody path.
A great.
Ready for anything.
I wonder what the purpose of
I'm awake.
I'm awake. I wonder what the purpose of who got hurt? Oh, Dorothea just has slightly missing health.
I will prevail.
That's about all we can do this turn.
Won't work.
Didn't even hit. Ooh. Sorry, but this is war. Not a lot of damage, but he does have an awfully high defense. Oh, Bernie.
It hurts. Better pull back, Bernie.
Might have been a little careless there.
Is that it?
Missed. I could have definitely done a little bit better with that.
Winning is what matters.
What a bother.
What a bother. Move forward. Nice crit.
It won't be in vain.
Way to go, Edelgard.
Your death is not in vain.
HP, magic, and resistance go up. It's not as wise to have Sylvain go in. Like this, at least, but I think we have to try. We can move him a little out of the way. Pass bar move there. Petra can move here. Lockpick. Goddess's icon. Ferdinand, go ahead and go for it. I'll have him pull back a couple of spaces. Just to kind of keep everyone together. I could have been a little bit smarter with Bernie, I'll be honest. That's okay. She's not permanently dead. That's the important thing.
Obvious.
Nice. Nice. Did overall more damage to him than he did us. Try to hit again. Didn't even have a chance.
This is the cost of war.
Take care of you. And you're down.
Must lead them well.
HP, dexterity, speed, luck, and charm go up. Very nice. Missed. There we go. Bow before Her Majesty.
A waste of time.
I'll gladly take that, Hubert.
I owe you one.
Ferdinand, you go in. Can't touch this. Do you think I need to get everyone better weapons, though? Silver would be best.
Thank you.
Dexterity, speed, and luck go up for Mercedes. Not a terrible level up. Not the best one either. But something is better than nothing. Let's try to crit the archer. No, no such luck. It was worth a shot. Kinda don't want Ignatz to come in. Can't even touch him. Ferdinand is putting up a decent defense force right now. Even if he touched Caspar, wouldn't he be able to do any damage? This will take care of this soldier.
A boon for our future.
Judith! I'm so glad you're safe. Claude sent me here with reinforcements.
Why do I have to put up with orders from that false leader?
Because you're from the smallest noble house in all the Alliance, you whiner.
Enemy reinforcements. We didn't finish in time. Don't let them secure the ballista.
Allow me to demonstrate.
It won't be in vain. No time for accolades.
I think Edelgard will be fine. Is he on a ballista? No. Oh, really won't do any damage to Leone. I really don't want to have to fight our old students. This is going to be hard. Hard to watch, for sure. I don't think there would be a way for you to convert them here, but I'm kind of curious if you could.
That took too much effort.
Strength, dexterity, luck, and charm go up for Sylvain. Let's go for a meteor.
I am helping Claude build the future of Fodlan.
This is hard.
You're all Captain Gerald's enemies, and I will avenge him here. I've got another option.
Ugh. Poison's not so nice.
Let's think carefully.
weak. Try harder.
Oh, you fucked up.
I do not tolerate obstacles.
I do not tolerate obstacles.
Is that all?
Hey!
You're weak.
Mistake for you, my friend. Welcome in, Reese. I'm doing alright over here, Rogue. Nice to see you both. Got a shout out going for Reese. How are you doing tonight, Reese? And how are you doing, Rogue?
For justice's name.
Yeah, Petra. Can't move.
Appreciate it.
How about a normal attack with the bun? Yeah, nope. That would be a big fat fucking no. Gonna head to bed soon. No worries at all, Reese. I appreciate you swinging by. Watching a little TV as you eat, then back to gaming with a friend. I totally understand that too. And of course, Reese, it's the least I could do. Least I could do for you, my dear friend. Give me one quick moment. What are we gonna do? This is really probably not the best position right now. Try to start taking out the snipers, I guess. Mercedes, can you get up there? No. Ferdinand needs to get up here.
Thank you.
I think Mercedes will be good on her own.
Let's keep our guard up.
You got it, Mercedes. Sylvain will hopefully help keep enemies off her back. Looks like he's going to be drawing a lot of them. Draw them this way? I can't quite reach. What does that exclamate? Oh, it means be careful. Right. Okay, I see why. Let's heal Sylvain.
Thanks.
Going good over here so far, Rogue. Probably won't be going for too much longer. Honestly. It's also really warm in my room. And I start to melt when it's too hot.
Turn the tables.
Stop with the poisoned arrow bullshit. It hurt. Ooh, Hubert goes down.
No longer. I must go back.
I was not expecting that, actually. Sylvain, you're doing great. Keep it up. Son of a bitch.
Not ready to die just yet. Please take care of the rest.
Come on, Mercedes, you got this. Stay up.
A tragic end.
She can't move. She's in trouble.
The lands on the other side of this bridge are mine. I can't just let you cross.
Yeah, you can.
I should have known this would happen.
Ignatz, damn it! Such a good kid. He died too young.
That does make me think that we could maybe save him or convert him mid-battle. But I wasn't positioned in the correct place for it. In fact, I'm still not. Ferdinand can't really do anything right now for Petra, which is bad. Hopefully can take a target off of her back. Edelgard can wait right there. Sylvain can go for this heavy knight. No worries at all, Rogue. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Good luck with the rest of your game. Thank you again for the hydrate. I just saw that as well.
You won't like this.
Didn't even touch me.
Is that it? Obvious. Don't bother haunting me. Work.
I think I might ask Grim tonight if there's a way to recruit people in the middle of battles. Because that would be interesting. I wouldn't think that there would be. But it would be interesting to see. It's definitely one of those things that it's like very wishful thinking. Heal back all that damage you just got. Yep, there you go. Good job, Mercedes. This will be a good battle for you to level up.
Let's keep our guard up.
Magic dexterity?
What happened?
Yeah, that wasn't great. We'll take it because we kind of don't really have any other choice, but
Not for myself, for everyone.
here we go, Ferdinand. Go for it. Awesome.
No time for pity.
I'll take all the strength I can get.
She heal Petra. She's in dire need of it right now.
Thank you.
She can. Good. I wonder what that heart means. Because it's different than the other hearts. I can try to start gunning it for Leonie, but I don't think that'll work. Really? That's quite some damage to Ferdinand.
Just die.
Just die, he says. No, I think Mercedes will take you down.
If only I had joined the Empire sooner.
I think that's the only way that I can recruit them is having Byleth talk to them. And that's a big if. I kind of want to get Byleth over there. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Appreciate it.
Okay, there we go. Okay, good. The one time I didn't want Petra to crit, she did not. Okay. Because I'm very curious. I don't think it'll actually work this way, but I am curious to see if it will.
I'm nearing my limit.
You're alright, Petra. We got you. Arms, attack, combat. Nope. Nothing we can do.
Professor, you know Captain Gerald's killer was connected to the Empire. Why did you side with them? Answer me, traitor!
Although the unique dialogue is interesting.
Judith, I'm sorry. I'll leave the rest to you.
Leonie, you had such a full life ahead of you. I wish I could take your place.
This is so sad. Nice.
I sense an improvement. Just be careful.
like I'm done for. Claude, I'm sorry.
X-Lock shield.
Alliance soldiers! Judith has fallen. Further conflict is futile. If you surrender, your lives will be spared. Lay down your weapons immediately.
Actually, now I'm curious. Here's what I'm thinking. If we were to just focus Judith and take her down, and yet kept Ignatz Leonie alive, would they join us then?
With this victory, we now have a foothold in the Alliance.
I have to see if Grimm knows how it works.
The Imperial Army will cross the Aramid River and push the front lines forward. The fight will continue, but do not allow that to stop you from taking pride in our hard-won victory.
Ah, this should put a stop to one of Edelgard's choice phrases. Well done, Professor. I believe it was, if only the Professor were here, we could forge ahead and change the tides of this war.
Ferdinand, it is not necessary to tell the Professor such things.
We're not the only ones benefiting. The whole Imperial Army is stronger now.
Yes, it seems the Empire finally has both of its legs to stand on. Don't you agree?
You make it sound as though I can't run the Empire on my own. Perhaps it's more apt to say that the Pegasus has recovered its home.
Judith of Daphne. What a magnificent warrior. I'm happy to have the Professor back just like old times, but I don't think I'll ever get used to this cruel exchange of lives.
Hey, welcome in, bot. Goodbye, bot.
When there is something you must not be conceding, you must keep fighting. The fighting has been continuing for 5 years, but now I am again witnessing the Professor's power.
I hate fighting, but with the Professor here, maybe it's slightly less terrible?
Yeah.
Oh, but everyone is working so hard! Stop it, Bernie. You can't be the only one complaining.
I'm glad to see everyone so inspired. It seems the reappearance of the Professor has done much to raise your morale.
Do you not feel the same, Hubert? Come now, be honest with yourself. Now, we must take advantage of the situation and blaze ahead. Our path is still a long one.
We'll save our progress.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Guardian Moon. The Master Tactician. Having crushed the Alliance's army and captured the Great Bridge of Myrden, the Imperial Army prepares to attack Deirdre, the Alliance's base of operations.
Sounds like we might be fighting Claude here soon. Definitely will have to talk to Grimm about some of that stuff. I'm not worried about recruiting people this playthrough. Let me reestablish that. But I am curious to see how it would work.
Professor, what is your opinion of Claude? I can't help but wonder what sort of impression he made on you.
He's a jokester.
That much is obvious. He acts like a fool, but still manages to make the impossible happen. That's as true now as ever. He's managed to protect the Leicester Alliance with his cunning alone.
How has he done that?
Since the beginning, territories within the Alliance have been split between those who support the Empire and those who oppose it. Claude has been acting as an intermediary between the two, essentially keeping the Alliance pacified. As both sides are of equal strength, he's created a situation which they've all agreed to avoid fighting each other and causing undue bloodshed. By carrying
That's
on
impressive.
as though the
Jesus.
Alliance is united, he's minimized the Empire's influence there.
My bottle popped. That's what that sound was.
It's quite impressive how well his bold scheme has worked out. However, he is walking on thin ice. One wrong move and the Alliance will shatter.
It sounds like it's a lot of work.
Speaking of Claude, Your Majesty, we should not delay in our invasion of the Alliance. It would seem that Claude has some fresh scheme up his sleeve, to no one's surprise.
Is that so?
Yes. The people of Deirdre have suddenly found it difficult to leave or enter the city. We can safely assume he is preparing for battle, but I am certain his plans extend beyond that as well. Do you not think we should take Deirdre at once?
Deirdre, the aquatic capital. A city floating on the ocean certainly poses a challenge. Since it's deep within Regan territory, we haven't had the opportunity to attack it directly. However, now that we have control of the Great Bridge of Myrden, our situation has changed drastically. They can no longer expand their supply line into the Empire, and so we can finally attack Regan territory.
House Regan is not only Claude's house, but also the flagship of those who oppose the Empire within the Alliance.
I see.
If House Regan falls, the other Alliance lords will be tripping over themselves to join us. That is why we cannot fail to take Deirdre.
Let's go.
Confidence is one thing, Professor, but see to it that you do not underestimate Claude.
Worthless promotion.
The leader of the Alliance has had many things said about him. They say he is unbeatable in a battle of intellect. I hear they call him the Master Tactician.
Question is he better than me? Say what? No new things. Well, that just sucks. What can I buy? I can buy silver weapons, which may be something I want to do. For everyone, upgrade everyone's weapons to silver. Sounds like it might be a better idea overall. Let's see here. We do have some supports. Ferdinand and Dorothea.
Ah, Dorothea. I am surprised to find you here. I did not think you were all that religious.
There's a lot you don't know, Ferdy. But you're right. I'd hardly call myself devout. After all, it was thanks to the goddess and her noble regime that I suffered so much as a child.
You must be quite brave to speak so coarsely in this hallowed place. But what do you mean about suffering as a child?
Do I really have to tell you? Oh, forget it. I'm sure you already know that I'm an orphan. I grew up in the alleys of Enbar, begging for coins, eating scraps, drinking from drains.
I see. I remember seeing street children around the city.
I could have died. Then the right person overheard me singing. And suddenly I was in the opera. I was a songstress. And my goodness, did the nobles like me. The people who used to spit on me and call me an urchin, they praised my voice and my beauty. A nobleman who once kicked me gave me the most gorgeous shoes. I almost asked if it was a joke.
So that is why you despise the nobility. But why do you think I am the same as them? Do you really believe that is the kind of man I am? You think I would ever treat people differently based on appearances? There is nothing noble about that.
Oh, really? You're something different? That's not how I remember things.
Oh?
It was the very day that I was discovered. I was in high spirits. Nothing was was wrong in the world. I secretly bathed in one of the town's fountains, hoping to wash off some of the dirt from the streets. I sang the same song the opera composer overheard earlier that day. And that's when you appeared.
Me? No, it could not have been.
Don't play dumb. You glared at me, the same look I'd gotten from every other noble, then you ran off.
Oh.
When we met at the academy, you were a different person. All smiles and friendly words. You were like a bee, Ferdinand. A bee attracted to a flower in full bloom.
Ah.
So it was you then, singing that song. Dorothea, please listen. This is a misunderstanding. When I saw you, I could not take my eyes off you. I was hypnotized. Your beautiful voice, your elegant face, droplets of water on your skin that glittered in the sun. I thought you were a water nymph.
Oh?
Stop it, don't lie to me.
No, it is true. I was only a child. The vision overwhelmed me. That is why I ran. I plucked up the courage to return, but no one was there. I thought perhaps it was a dream.
Really? That got interesting.
Maybe I can believe you. I've wanted to, ever since the day you made me those treats. I thought then that maybe you weren't like the others, but there's a lot I have to let go of, Ferdy.
Of course. I am glad we had this conversation. You know, I do not mind you thinking of me as a bee. Life as a simple drone, circling a queen. It actually sounds quite wonderful.
Don't drones keep the queen safe from other bugs? I like the sound of that.
I do have to say something here, because I don't know if anyone else is noticing it, but whenever Dorothea speaks anymore, you can hear that she just has a lot of pain behind her voice and her emotions. And I think that's something that the voice actress did really, really well. Because it really does make sense for Dorothea. She's been through hell on earth, pretty much. And now she's fighting, and she's exhausted. Not only pain, you can also hear the fatigue in each and every one of her words, and I just want to give her a hug.
Linhardt, I need to be asking for your wisdom. Will you consent?
My wisdom? About?
I was hunting earlier, and the land gifted me with lots of game. It was all brought by me to the kitchen, and then...
You're not asking me for help with the butchery, are you? If so, stop right there. I despise the sight of blood.
No, I am not asking that. All of that work and care is given right after the hunting. Giving gratitude, bleeding, skinning, all has been done to be making very nice fresh meat. That meat is sitting in the kitchen already.
Oh, thank goodness. Then whatever do you need from me? I'm not much of a cook.
I want to be smoking the meat, so we can be preserving it. There's a big quantity of it, but I am without enough firewood for the smoking. I am needing more than I was thinking I would. The darkness has fallen outside, so it will be difficult to be collecting it right now.
Why not gather wood in the morning? Get some sleep now.
This meat will not be waiting that long. It will be going to waste. Please, do you have any suggestion for what I can do? You have much wisdom for giving, so I am hoping you will be helping me.
Okay, let me see. Easy to forage wood at this time of night. You know, there were a good number of desks and chairs in the ruined corner of the monastery. Some of the stuff there is salvageable, so none of it has been thrown away. There's definitely high-quality oak and beech out there. Both would be excellent for smoking meat.
Is that factual? I was not knowing that. The wisdom you give is exceptional.
Well, I wouldn't say that. As long as it's anything that looks broken beyond repair, no one should complain.
I am giving you my gratitude, Linhardt. Now, let's be going.
Pardon?
You have all of the wisdom about choosing wood for smoking. I am wanting your assistance.
But it's bedtime. Okay, fine. I can point out the choice smoking wood. Ah, Then I'll have to help haul it all back, won't I?
It would give me great happiness. There's no one better than you for this task.
Please stop with the praising. Alright, fine, I'll help. I'm just that nice a guy.
All right. Let's see. I think that is where we are going to end tonight's episode. We don't really have too much time to really get into anything else. But once again, everyone, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Sorry, brain just decided to shut off for a minute. We will be live again tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, for some more Legend of Dragoon. Quite possibly we'll finish the game. And then hopefully I'm almost positive the finale of Until Dawn Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And thank you very much for that, Rogue. I do appreciate it. Please be sure to stick around for the raid, for who we will be raiding out. Entirely sure where we'll be raiding. We'll go say hello to. Of course, guys. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. More than you guys know. As for our raid message, what should we do for our raid message? That is the question. Go for the time to face off against the Master Tactician. Be sure to copy this raid message before we head over. Go say hello to Lance. But with that being said, guys, please take care. Have a lovely rest of your night. Until next time, take care and bye-bye.